Welcome everybody, Farm Sim Snowy here. In this video we're going to look at a new mod map released for Farming Simulator 19. So this is Valley View by MHMI. It's 165.19 megabytes to download. This does require two mods which will download automatically, and that is the Broad 9000L and the DRL140N, both by Black Eyes Modding, and that's for the grapes and a couple of other things which we'll go through. But the description there says Valley View is a fictional map with European style buildings. Map features all the buildings on your starting farm can be sold. There are few extra crops added to this map: rye, millet, sorghum, mustard, rice, onion, carrot, cabbage, red cabbage, lettuce, coffee, grape, olive and almonds. Brilliant. For those who like to play farm manager or start from scratch mode, southeast part of the map is left undeveloped by the local government. You can buy the plots of land and start your own farm, no man's land style. There is also 4 plots of empty spaces for sale. At Farm Supply you can buy and sell back all your farming needs at discounted price. Grape, olive, almond and coffee. There are 2 ways of planting: grape planter, or can also use regular planter. Sapling for grape planter can be found under pallets, and for planter use regular seeds. Harvest using grape harvester by Black Eyes Modding, and also they will regrow. Other map features: forgotten plant, terrain texture, lighting V2, seasons ready, precision farming ready, added ability to paint deco foliage on texture paint, added flowers to the grass texture. Have fun. So let's go and check it out. So this is where we start off in all 3 modes, right outside a bench with a lovely lapacho tree above us and overlooking the sort of town area. Pretty smart. Our farm's just up there, which obviously we will check out in a second. But yeah, lovely views. You can just see over there, that's the no man's land style, which again we'll check out in a second when we look at the map. So yeah, pretty smart. I must say, quite like the look of this map actually, just for the fact it's something different. It's set over different elevations. So this is the map. Let's zoom out. As you can see, various different size fields and shapes, which is pretty good. I'm in new farmer mode. Obviously we're here, and that's the tree. And in new farmer mode you start off with quite a lot actually, which is pretty good. So we get our main farm area. We've also get fields 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and we start off with the BGA, which is pretty good. So in the other 2 modes, farm manager and start from scratch, if you wanted to buy these areas, this farm area is 198,000 to buy. Field 4 is 93,000, 5 is 107, 6 is 70,000, 7 is 59, 8, which is a bigger field, 241,000. The BGA is only 79,000 to buy, which is pretty good. On the main farm in new farmer mode we get a farmhouse, we've got pigs, sheep, chickens, a farm silo, a cow pasture and a horse pen. So quite a lot going on. Field prices vary, as you can imagine. So if we pick a small one like 15, that's only 69,000 to buy. We've got some bigger ones, 461, 954 and 26, which is absolutely huge. 2.2 million. Massive. The 4 placeable areas they're on about, there's one down in this corner, that's the smallest and cheapest, of 35,000. There's one here, 111,000. Another one there for 35,000, and one at the top there for 25,000. This is the no man's land type area they're on about. It comes in different sections which you can buy. As you can see, not too bad. There's a few trees on there which we will check out as well when we go round. So it's all different sections. You can buy a bit, build it up, make a bit of money off the trees. There is some forestry areas like so, here and here, which you can buy. And then the sawmill is surrounded by trees as well. 483 for that section, 420. There's plenty of forestry to be doing as well. There is two sort of peripheries of the map. This one, which takes in all the roads and pretty much all the sell points, so you might be able to squeeze a couple of other placeables around. As you can see, it's 0 to buy, so it's not going to cost you anything. And then we've got a very outside edge of the map which I don't think you're going to be doing anything with, but that's a whopping 16.4 million. But as you can see, it's very, very thin in places, so you're not really going to be wanting to do anything like that. Quite a few sale points which we'll obviously go through when we go round. There they are. So you've got pretty much 5 main sale points which will take all your standard crop types. I won't go through all of them when we stop. A few of them do take extra crops as well, like the centre town supply, you can see takes sugar beets and whatnot. And then you've got your specific ones, the barn, sawmill and spinnery, which are going to do your bales, your wood chips and your timber. And then your spinnery is obviously going to do your cotton and wool. Now the BGA does take extra things, which is pretty impressive. So it will take potatoes, sugar beet, silage, grass, hay, manure and slurry, which is obviously standard, but it will take some of the modded in crops which we'll come back to. So it will take carrots, onions, lettuce, cabbage, red cabbage, and that is it. So as you can see, we have modded in, or custom crops should I say, carrots, onion, coffee, mustard, millet, tomato, sorghum, rye, rice, lettuce, cabbage, red cabbage, grape, olive and almonds. So quite a lot going on this map, and quite a few options to do different things. Contracts available. When I come on it here earlier, there was a fertilising contract for field 26, 76,000. Wow. So that's something to look out for. Right, so that's pretty much the map. I've waffled on enough. Let's run up. I think you can see, yeah, there's one of the placeable areas just down there, but we will go, I think we will go through all of them. So if we run up through this path, this is field 8, which we start off with. Some of our fields, you start off, they've been cultivated, but there is one over there that's got a withered crop in. So straight away we have got, I'll tell you what, let's look at our equipment first, because it saves me going through all the animal pen capacities, because it's in here. Lazy, I know. Right, in new farmer mode, like I said, I am in. It is 620 slots out of 1299. You can get that slot count right down to 375 if you sell everything. In Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, you come on here, you start with absolutely nothing. No land, no equipment, and the slot count is 375. So you've got pretty much a blank canvas if you come on here. And I will show you a clip in a second of what this farmyard area looks like when you've sold everything off. But in new farmer mode, we start off with a Fendt 716 Vario, a Fendt 930 Vario, the Russell Mash RSM 161 harvester. You've got a Lizard pickup, Crampe Bandit trailer, a Strautmann SEK trailer, header for your harvester. Got the Lemkin plough. We've got an Amazon cultivator, Lemkin seeder, as you can see down the bottom. That will do millet, mustard, sorghum, rye and rice. Your planters will do everything else. We've got a crop sprayer, We've got a fertiliser spreader and lime spreader. We've got mowers, tedder, a windrower, a baler, front loader with a bucket. We've got an Agco weight. Then you've got, it's all standard in-game animal pens, which is pretty good. So they're pretty self-explanatory with the triggers. I won't go through them all. But we've got a large cow pasture, 200, that holds. Large pig enclosure, 300. Sheep pasture holds 80. Horse paddock holds 8. And the chicken coop holds 100. We've got a modded in large grain silo, which is 500,000 litre capacity. And that will take pretty much everything, including the custom crops. We've got an Easy Shed 3, an Easy Shed 2, an Easy Shed 1, vehicle workshop, farm storage shelter and a farmhouse. Those are all its standard in-game items. So you get quite a lot, which I think's not too bad for 620 slots. So anyway, that's the pig pen. Come round this way, we've got our sheep pen. There's the field with the withered crop in. We've got one of the easy sheds with 2 of our fencing. Workshop just over there, standard in-game one. Farmhouse, you go inside, there's your sleep trigger. Pickups just there, which we'll use in a second. Chicken coop just there. More shed space with machinery and trailers, etc. There's our silo, tip in there, pipe out round the other side. There's the farm storage shelter, and then over the back we've got our cow pasture as well. And then just there we have got our horse paddock. So if you sell everything off, or if you come on here on the other 2 modes, this area will look a little something like this. So quite spacious. Also, some of these trees you probably cut down and make the fields bigger. Also, I'll get over near the pickup. There is some modded in items, which I will go through quick. So, in vehicles, Beat Technology. We have a root harvester modded in, which will do your tomatoes, carrots, onion, both your cabbages and your lettuce. And in harvesters we have got the Browd 9000, which will do your grapes and also coffee, almonds and olives, so that's pretty handy machine to have. If we go into tools, all your trailers have been modded or adjusted so they fit all the custom crops in, as you can see. But if we go to, yes, sorry, I just wanted to stay on trailers because the other required mod was this one, the DRL140N, which is your trailer for your grapes, coffee, almonds and olives. Beat Technology, we've got all the headers modded in, specific to what crop you're trying to grow or harvest. As you can see, all of them, even the cabbage ones, are both separate, so just be aware of that. Planters, we have got the Damcon PL75, which will plant coffee, grapes, olives and almonds, as you can see. All the other planters, you can see it's just not big enough the screen to list everything, but you can pretty much see that it will take or plant all the other things like that. In objects, we had pallets, the saplings, like it said in the description. So we've got grape, olive, almonds and coffee tree saplings, which will go with that planter that I just showed you. And in placeables, silos, we've got that modded in silo like that, and then we've got 100,000 litre capacity extension as well. So possibility of having 600,000 litres there. That is pretty much it for the modded in things. One thing I did notice, if we go onto harvesters, and if you look down the bottom, I don't know if you could see, quite small, we have got the custom crops that the harvesters will do. So we've got sorghum, millet, rye. It says coffee there, rice and mustard. But if we go into the harvester headers, standard ones, the coffee isn't on there, so it just says millet, mustard, sorghum, rye and rice. So I don't know why that says there, and I thought maybe it's you got to do it with a corn header, but there's nothing, you know, nothing there. Obviously forage harvester headers, these ones are showing coffee, but they won't fit on a normal harvester, so I'm not quite sure there. That's just something I noticed anyway. Right, that is enough waffling. We are going to go around the map. We're going to go this way and across to the sawmill, and then we'll sort of do some weird loop like this, but it will all make sense as we go round, hopefully. So let's jump in our pickup and zoom out a little bit. So there's the withered crop in that field. This field's got grass in it. So you can see what I mean by the trees. You could get rid of some of the trees and just push the fields out that a little bit more to make them bigger. There is traffic on here, but they're normally sticking to the sort of main roads. You'll see what I mean in a second. But straight across that crossroads, heading into the sawmill, as you can see, surrounded by trees. Plenty of money to be made there. Up here we've got our wood chip sale point just there, and then your timber, your lumber sale point just in the middle there. Loads of trees, as you can see, all the way around. Pretty handy having that next to the sawmill. So we'll back out to the crossroads and we'll take a right, and then we start sloping down to the lower sort of areas, which I quite like. Let's get on the right side of the road, because earlier on my whiz round I was on the wrong side of the road. Lovely view. As you can see, we are quite high up. There's the traffic. So as we start descending here, we've got the shop on the left. Pretty standard shop. Just through the window there you've got your buy point for your machinery equipment, cash machine inside, and then we've got our vehicle workshop customization repair just there. This is also your reset point here, so if you buy, lease or reset anything, it will appear back here at the shop. We'll whiz round. We'll take in a few of the sell points and features, and then I'll refer back to the map so you can see where we've been. Yeah, like I said earlier, just now, I was on the wrong side of the road because it says European style in the description. I just assumed it would be on the right side of the road, because I think most of the European countries drive on that side, and in the UK here we drive on the left like this. So but I was wrong. So maybe this does have a bit of a UK vibe about it. Not quite sure. Anyway, you can just see up there where that car's come out, there is another cash machine, but we need to turn into here because this place has got quite a few bits and bobs going on. So just here is your spinnery for your cotton and your wool, obviously. And if we carry on round the back here, we've got another sale point. Let's just show you now actually what we did. So we started off at our main farm, we came out, we came all the way across to the sawmill, back out, down there, down the slope, into the shop, round, across the roundabout, and we're now here. So this sale point we are at now is the bakery. Like I say, I won't keep stopping and showing you what takes what, because it will take quite a while. Now this area is quite interesting. This is the sort of farm supply area. There's a lot going on here. So we've got a manure buy point here and a slurry buy point just there. Then round the back we've got two separate zones like that. It does tell you up on the list, apologies for the sun. It says we sell solid fertilizer, seeds, lime, which is going to be this side. You've got the seeds and the fertilizer bags to sort of give you a clue. Liquid fertilizer, herbicide, which is obviously this side. Again, we've got liquid fertilizer. And then manure, liquid manure, which I've just showed you, which is over there. And then it says that it buys all of that again, which if we run around this side, you probably already spotted it, we've got your sale point just there. So quite a handy area to be in if you want to sell things. If we carry on round this way, in here we have got our animal dealer, which is just here, like so. And then right up the far end we've got our barn sale point, like so, for your bells and your loose. So there we go. So we're going to come out now and we're going to go all the way down here past this placeable area. You'll get to see how huge that field is. So let's try not to get into an accident. Lovely cow statue there. So now we come off the sort of main roads. There's no traffic down here, but I just love the way it sort of sweeps down. There's no, you know, there's nothing flat on here. It's on different levels, but this is field 26, absolutely huge. I'm not even staying on the track now. Right, so down in this corner we've got first of the little placeable areas, as you can see. Not too bad. Put whatever you like there. Do quite like the edge of the map as well. It's got a few trees around it. I'm not sure whether you could cut them down, but then you got the sort of screen above it that just breaks it up a bit. And like I said before, you got trees on the left here by this field, so you could even push it out that little bit further if you wanted to. And then we've got the edge of the map which disappears through the trees, gap in the trees like that. There's a car whizzing up through, we'll wait for them. And then we've got another sale point just here on our left. I thought that was a fuel point there, but it's not, it's just decoration. So obviously we whiz down across there and we're now at Valley Mill. Then we're going to come all the way back up. I think actually we'll turn right and I'll show you this placeable area as well. Although that is the biggest placeable area on here, it's probably not the best, and you'll see what I mean by that. So again, we sort of can see where it slopes back up, but if we turn right here, you can probably already see it is not flat. You might get away with having things at different levels, because this bottom area looks kind of flat, but as you can see it slopes up. Whether you can fit more things up on this level, it's not completely flat, is it? You can see, so it might be a bit more challenging, that one. Maybe you might have to do a little bit more landscaping. So back up, you can see the pink tree over there where we started. If we come out of here, again, not causing an accident. Traffic does go quite quick though. which I like. Gets a bit frustrating when your tractors are overtaking cars on maps. We've got a water tower just there, which you can obviously get your water from. If we swing a right, we then sort of go into the more town area, and there's another sale point which again sweeps up round to our left. So if we take this left turn in here and follow all round the back, yeah, I can't speak today. Plenty wide enough though if you want to come through. And if we take a left here, we've got another sale point just here, like so. So we came from this placeable area up round there, past the water supply tower. We came across there, and then we were all up round the back of here. We're now at centre town supply. Come back the same way we come in, and we'll go across the road, another sale point and a fuel station. So yeah, that's where we started, up there by the Lapacho tree overlooking. Right, so straight across, fuel station just to our left, over there, and then the other sale point just to our right. It's like the supermarket sort of one, Valley Mart, like so. From there we are going to go across here, so we'll see that other placeable, and then we'll come up round this way. I'll stop just round here and sort of overlook this area, which is the no man's land style, which I think is quite a nice touch actually, because not only have you got the placeable areas to start where you want or do what you want with, you've got that sort of bare land area over here. I don't want to keep saying no man's land, but lovely waterfall feature, as you can see, and then it steps down again. So we'll get to the road that actually turns down, and I'll pull over so I don't cause any mayhem. So as you can see, there you go, you've got a bit either side of the road. Again, I like the way it sort of sweeps down. That's going to be your main road in and out. You could build that up and do what you want with. Because if you come on here, obviously in the other two modes, start and slot count of 375 is pretty good, and you've still got other things already in place, so you're not completely starting from scratch. So round the corner, I'm going to be a bit naughty and cut across the right here. It's not the official way in to this sale point, but it just saves us going back on ourselves, and you will see the proper way in and out. So we've got another sale point just there. So we're now at East Town Supply, and we will go out the way that you should come into this, which again is quite wide if you've got sort of bigger machinery coming through. So they've added quite a few buildings to, you know, bring the map to life, as you can see. And if we sweep down into here, we've got another fuel station just there. We want to take this road because this is the BGA, and this will be where we are going to finish. So if we drive in, you've got two big bunker silos, digestate pipe I've just gone past, And I like this digester or sell point just coming up, because you can basically reverse straight back into this one. So I quite like that. That's pretty smart. So yeah, I think I've covered everything. That is Valley View by MHMI. I hope you have all enjoyed the map tour. If you have, please give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.